When we think about a perfect wedding night, we think romance and lingerie and a hotel room and some hot butt naked sex, right? But what if your wedding night dream turned into a nightmare of panic attacks and pain and even vomiting, but no sex? Lauren and Eric have been married for 2 years and no sex. No sex. Tell me what happened.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I want you to take me back to that wedding night, Lauren. Oh.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
On our wedding night, you know, we saved ourselves. It was supposed to be really special. And
Both of you guys were virgins?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the first night we tried and we just couldn't have sex. We couldn't do it. It was completely impossible.
Impossible. And was it because, Eric, you couldn't get aroused enough?
No, once, you know, we would go through those steps, but it just wouldn't happen.
Okay, so you were fine.
Yes.
Just Lauren, your body wouldn't accept him.
Yeah.
Okay, into your body. Okay, what did it feel like for you, Eric, when you were trying to have sex with your brand new wife on your wedding night? What did that feel like physically?
It was a little discouraging, you know, because we waited all our lives, and, you know, we got married, and I always wanted it to be special, obviously, and we thought that's what it was going to be, but it wasn't.
You were trying, and it was like, I heard it was like a brick wall.
Right.
Like, not going anywhere.
Right.
Okay. Take me through that. So you're excited. Did you had the lingerie? You had everything. Tell me. Take me through that.
You know, it was a big wedding. We got married at a big hotel, and that was always in the back of my mind, you know. I've been saving myself, and so I was really, really excited. I had so many nerves that night. So when we first tried, you know, I was very nervous. I thought that was, you know, the reason why, and I'll be okay. And a few more attempts that night, it wouldn't happen, and it hurt us both, but we thought, you know, it's the first night. We're both nervous. It's been a long day. Let's see, the rest of the honeymoon will be okay.
So you kept trying at the honeymoon?
Yeah.
How long did the honeymoon last?
A week.
So you kept trying like every night? And what would happen?
Every attempt we made, it would be unbearable. I wouldn't be able to take it. It would hurt. The fear and the pain was unbearable, and we eventually stopped trying by like the end of our honeymoon because it hurt him to see me in that much pain.
And we were, you know, the first night was understandable because there was a lot of nervousness and emotion.
Yeah, for both of you guys, I can imagine.
But we were, you know, we figured that we'd have our honeymoon. We were at Disney World for that week. That was
The
my
Magic Kingdom?
Yeah, the Magic Kingdom, but it wasn't so magical. But I mean, we figured that we'd have more time on our honeymoon.
Yeah.
So that's why the first night wasn't too big of an issue.
Okay, so when you guys would, you know, be intimate with each other, you would start with foreplay and kissing and touching, and how did your body feel when that was happening?
It would be good. It would feel like, okay, I'm ready to do this. And then as soon as I had the thought in my head, oh no, we're about to have intercourse, I would close up and I wouldn't be able to have intercourse at all.
And then I heard it was like panic attacks.
Yeah, I would have panic
panic
attacks. I would start shaking. I would have heavy breathing. A lot of times I got nauseous and I would scream and cry.
Like, and you feel like you had to throw up?
Yes.
So what did that make you feel like as her husband, Eric? Did you, like, it would almost feel like you were violating your wife, like rape or something. Did it ever feel like that?
Well, I knew, you know,
like
I know she loved me, obviously. It sometimes to me would feel that I wasn't doing enough for her, but to me it had to be something else, you know, because we love each other, obviously, but there's just something's not working.
So you're a married man, Eric. You've been married for 2 years to your wife, and you've never had sex. When you hear me say that, or when you think about that, what does that make you feel like?
Sad.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I love her to death, so I obviously would never leave her. I'm committed to her, so that's why we've stayed together.
Yeah. Beautiful. And, so Lauren, you've gone through some extremes too, right? Like you've gone like really far trying. Tell me some of the things that you've done to try to get your body to be able to have sex.
I have taken sleeping pills to try to relax my muscles. I would drink a little bit of alcohol, hoping that would relax my muscles.
Why are you guys laughing? Because the women are like, yeah, that relaxes my muscles.
Didn't
And my
relax
common
mine.
sense sometimes, right? Okay.
And it didn't relax mine. I would get into a relaxed state. I would feel very tired. And then as soon as we would attempt, all of a sudden I'd start having a panic attack. Even the thought of it, knowing that it hurt so bad, the thought of it, it was dreadful.
It's dreadful. What about when you watch TV and you see people, or a movie, like a horror movie,
yeah.
when you see like these two couples going at it in the movie, does it make you uncomfortable or aroused?
It makes me uncomfortable.
It makes you uncomfortable.
Because I can't do it. I can't have sex, so it makes me uncomfortable.
Makes you uncomfortable. Tell me about your anniversary last year. You guys had an anniversary.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were gonna go on a getaway, and we were gonna do candles and everything, stuff that we haven't done in a while. You know, this was gonna be my gift to him because I've tried so much, but I was hoping, all right, this one time, I'll just bear it. I'll get through the pain, the fear, everything. We tried a few times before our anniversary, and it was completely impossible. And on our anniversary, when it was coming up, we were like, we're not going to go away. We can't, because it's a tease.
Yeah, and
What's
pressure.
The point? Yeah,
and pressure, right? And I know that you've done other things. You've gone through other lengths. You've bought books to try to help you relax. Tell me about you've bought objects to try to make you relax down there, like things that.
Dilators.
Dilators.
Yeah.
Still no go.
Still, yeah.
Wow. Okay. What about tampons? When you're menstruating, can you use a tampon?
No.
You can't. What does that make you feel like? Have you tried?
Yeah, I have. In the book, it starts off using a Q-tip and then a tampon, and I couldn't even use the Q-tip.
You couldn't even use the Q-tip.
Yeah. As soon as I would pick it up, I would have that fear, that psychological, and then anytime I would attempt, I would hurt, and the pain, all of it would come back.
Would come back. Eric, I have to ask you guys both a question. If you knew that you would not be able to have sex with your wife, would you have married her still?
Yeah, I mean, we had a wonderful dating relationship. I mean, obviously we didn't have sex then either, but we loved each other. We always did stuff with each other. She's my world, so obviously, yeah, we still would.
Yeah. And you know what's great about you, Eric? I think it's great that you're a virgin too. So you kind of don't know what you're missing. You kind of don't know, but you have a kind of a little imagination about it. But all right, let me stop talking. We'll be right back.
Up next, they're still virgins after being married 2 years.
After trying so many times, he blamed it on me out of frustration.
Have you guys ever talked about divorce?
And later, they've been married almost 7 years and have only had sex
once. I want to be able to make love with him. The pain is so strong that I have to muffle my screams with 2 or 3 pillows on top.
I'm with Lauren and Eric, and they've been married for 2 years, but both of them are still virgins because Lauren says that she's tried to have sex with Eric, but she just cannot. She gets nauseous. She gets almost these Caesar shakes, panic attacks. I have to ask you, have you guys fought about this? Because you seem very, together and we're a team, but are there times when it's just like, it's your fault? No, it's your fault.
Oh, yeah.
You guys go through that?
Oh, yeah, plenty of times.
Yeah?
In the beginning, he was a bit understanding, but after trying so many times, and not being able to have sex, he blamed it on me out of frustration because I was the one complaining, and he didn't know how I felt at all. And, and then I would get mad that he would get mad at me because he didn't know how I felt. So, and we would say things out of frustration,
Did you ever tell him, did you ever feel guilty that, you know, he's a young man and a young man has needs?
Oh, yeah.
And when you would feel that, what would you say?
I would, you know, I would say out of frustration, okay, go get with somebody else. You know, go cheat on me, do what you want. Because I felt bad, because we've both been waiting for this. I knew that he would never do that, and I knew that I would never want him to do that. But it was just all the frustration built up that, you know,
You would
we
say
said
something like
things.
that.
Yeah. we
So
would
Eric,
say
tell me about
things.
your friends. You must have guy friends that talk about sex.
Everybody.
Yeah. So they're talking about sex, and they're talking about, you know, do they have wives? Some of them married?
Yeah.
Some of them married. Most of them are married. So are they aware of this issue at
No.
all? No. So they're aware now.
Where now?
Yeah. So why do you feel comfortable letting them know now?
Because it's not my fault. It's not her fault. It's just something, you know, that happens.
So-
Not everybody knows about it
Yeah.
if they do have it.
Say that this is an issue that your wife, for some reason, can't get past, but she said, "I love you, Eric, and I am okay